Yes, so we are both live on Facebook and YouTube. You guys, you can imagine because I have not been here. I have not been on social media for a month. So I'm still trying to get my life back together. Um, Okay. Okay. Yes. So this past weekend has been a very, very busy weekend. As you guys know, if you have been following me, you can tell uh, it was a back-to-back party, my husband's birthday party, and our 33 years of being together. So questions has been sprawling up and down. How, when, how did you guys do it? How old are you? 33 years? Yes. When I say 33 years, it's not far from when we got married. I tried to add, if you read everything in details, I said 33 years of our lives together. So when people are together, when people write something like that, many people tend to believe, okay, it's marriage for 33 years. It's our lives together. We've been together for 33 years from when we started dating to when we got married and until today. Yes, 33 years of our lives together. And many questions has been coming in. Ask me questions because people are flabbergasted, surprised, like how? Thank you, my darling Queen Bliss. Thank you so much. Like how? How did you guys do it? And you still look like you're in your 30s. Girlfriends, babies, friends, families, guys, gentlemen, please give this video thumbs up because this video might help someone that needs the information that I'm going to reveal to you today, and it might help you as well. When you give this video thumbs up, share this video. It doesn't matter where you are viewing from, whether you are watching from Facebook or you're watching from YouTube. There's vital information that a lot of people are missing about marriage. And this is why marriages today are not lasting. And that's why I am about to reveal to you guys. 33 years on a journey of marriage or being together is not moi moi. It is not 32 days. It is 3 plus 3. Can you imagine? I always say to my husband, I say, we could have tried making babies when we start first dating before we even got married. By now, we should have a 33-year-old child and be a grandma. Oh my God. I am looking so forward to being a grandma, but my kids have to get married before being grandmas. Yes, so I was every day I envisioned that if I had had my child in 1990, oh my God, by today my son or my daughter will be 32 or 31. But you know what? God's time is the best. God's time is absolutely the best. But the thing that holds marriage, the thing that really holds marriage is what the younger generations are missing today. Perhaps older generation don't know that before jumping into marriage. I am here today to share that with you guys. And it's never too late. If you don't know that, you have to pick it up today. If you don't already know that, I will share that one word with you guys and I will explain why that word supersedes the word love. Because younger generation or perhaps some people think that once you love someone, you marry the person. And so many people ask these questions. Does love really fade? Love can fade, but you have to rekindle the love. But when you are committed, the word is committed, commitment. You're gonna love first. There's nothing wrong with loving. It is love that is going to bring you guys together. Once you take that vow, you must remember that you are on a journey. Marriage is a trip. endless cycle. It is a journey. It is a school that you continuously learn one another. If you double into marriage without commitment, it is not going to work. And it takes two to tango. It has to come from both of you, from A and from B, from you and your partner. You must be committed. You must remember, what am I doing here? Because if you're not committed to your marriage, you have divorce, you have separation, you have love begin to wither. When the love begins to wither, you have to do something about it. But if you are not committed, you cannot fix a withering love. Did you guys hear what I just said? If you are not committed to marriage, you cannot fix a fading or a withering love, because you must be committed. Committed. When I tell you committed, committed is not, some people brag to their spouse. Do you know how much money I have? Do you know that my father is so and so? Do you know the marriage that I was raised and brought up from? No. You don't. Marriage is not a place for you to show off to your significant other. You don't show off to your significant other. You don't measure masculinity to your significant other. Some women are very masculine in a relationship, in marriages. They show their masculinity because maybe they become the breadwinners of the household. Maybe they are the ones that are most educated. I call that showing masculinity in marriage. Many women, I have seen many women that brag. They brag because they are the most educated. And behold, or perhaps their husband is not as educated as they are because of one reason or the other. I have to give you the facts because I am an Igbo babe. I am an Igbo chick. So I have to tell you guys from experience of Igbo guys. Most Igbo men are not as educated as the Igbo women. Igbo men are known for business. They are business oriented. Most of their parents do not have money to send them to colleges when they were growing up. Maybe their mom and their dad have 6 of them, 10 of them, and they couldn't afford to pay for the education for the guys. They ship them over to go and start learning business, and the parents invest time and money into raising the women. And then this is what I'm telling you is facts. If you have a father that is in the 60s or 70s, or you have a brother, or you know somebody that is in their 50s today, if it doesn't happen to him, he can relate to this information that I'm giving you right now. Igbo male child are often sent away to learn trading, to learn business. And it's not because they are not smart enough to go to school. It is because their parents cannot raise them financially in school. So they put them into learning trades. And then when those guys grow up now, they find out they train themselves. Most people, they're still in their 40s and 50s and still reading first degree because they have found their feet. They know the importance of education. But because their family cannot afford that, then they were not able to go to university. I have seen women that brag, oh, I have my master's degree. I have 2 master's degree. I have PhD. What am I doing here with you? Like, it becomes a struggle. You begin to show masculinity in your marriage. My dear darling, it is not going to fetch you happily after. Mm-mm. Share this video, give this video thumbs up. It is not going to fetch you that. Once you are married, you are committed to that marriage. If it's you that is brought up first in the level of education, I'm using education because this is where I see people brag: education and financial stability. I will get to financial stability, but let me talk about education first. If it is you that is lucky to be the fish that raise your head above water, you can as well help your partner to attain what he wants educationally, if that is what he wants to be. Because remember, two of you are committed. But when you are not committed, you are not willing to help your spouse to attain that level of education, if that's what he wants. So this is bragging, showing masculinity. And some African women, when they get married, they think that they're doing men favor because in her head, she has seen herself as the most beautiful girl out there. People will be telling her, you don't deserve that guy. You are too pretty for that guy. It begins to invade in her head. She begins to see herself as Queen Mother. She begins to see herself as the most beautiful woman out there, because to her, that man doesn't deserve her. She's so pretty. Or maybe she was pressured into marrying this man. You are showing masculinity to your man because he doesn't deserve you. You're so pretty. You could have married so and so, but because you're already in your 30s, you don't have a choice. You married him. You begin to brag. Many women don't even let their husband touch them for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, because she thinks she's all that. I married you as a mistake. In her head, she's thinking it's a mistake. Maybe some guy in the Western world promised to marry her, and then when that guy was not coming up fast enough, the pressure is on her side, so she ended up marrying somebody that she was not supposed to marry. Once she get into that relationship, it is not going to hold. This is what is called marry your own. If you marry your own, you will live happily after. If you marry none your own, it is bound not to work. So if you're young and watching this video, ask God to lead you to your own, because once you marry your own, things will be a little bit better. And once you lower down in the marriage and know that in the ship, it's only one captain. Only one captain controls the ship. Have you flown an airplane before? There are 2 pilots in every airplane. Only one at a particular time is powering the engine. One at a particular time is powering the engine. You have a car. How many times in this day and age of the 21st century, I have not seen a car that have 2 drivers? Mm-mm. So if you're deceived to be in this part of the world to say that marriage is 50-50, I am out of it. I am not a part of it. It could be 60-40. That's marriage. Once people tell you that marriage is 50-50, your marriage is not going to last. You begin to see it in your head. We are in partnership. Let me tell you, if you have a company or corporation and you're selling shares, you cannot sell 100% of your shares. Somebody must be on top. The share must be, it doesn't matter the sex. It could be a guy, it could be your husband, it could be you. But somebody has to be a little bit above than the other one. Even 10%. That's how marriage is going to work for you. Ask me. I have been there, done that. 33 years is not a joke. Forget about people that you see on internet and come and tell you that they are marriage counselors. You cannot be a marriage counselor past Katia Volino. Been there, done that, tested that, and still there. Some people are marriage counselors because of what they read on the book. No, forget about what they read in the book. Find the people that practice that. That's why most of the time when you want to get some marriage counseling or advice, you go to grandmothers or grandfathers in the village. They don't have that title of PhD, of master's degree, of marriage counselors, but they can tell you because they have been there, tested that, seen that, smell that. And people will come and say, if it's not 50-50, it's not going to work. It will not work. There will be, if you go across now, please tag me and see any car or ship or aeroplane with 2 drivers, 2 sellers, 2 pilots. Come and tell me. Tag me anywhere you are. I want to see that. Uber keeps expanding every day. They're doing cars that doesn't have a driver. They're still test driving that, but they have not yet come out with a car with 2 drivers. Women brag. I hate when women brag more than the men. Without me, you will be nobody. Without God, will you ever exist? Without God, will you ever exist? No, you won't. And some men will brag and say, I dig you out from the gutter, from the ghetto. If I didn't bring you to America, if I didn't bring you to Canada, if I didn't pay for your education fees, will you be here today? When you brag of the material things. Remember, you don't have control over that. Your marriage is not going to work. It is not going to last. Neither. You must learn when to draw the line. Women, we talk too much. As small as I am, if you don't know me on one-to-one, I'm a very short person. I'm like 5'5". I'm not tall. But sometimes I put fire because women, we talk too much. Talk. When I talk, my husband will just be on one side and he'll be watching me. After I talk, raise all the alarm, he'll say, Ne, are you okay? Did you smoke something? He will always ask me that. He said, I know I didn't marry you as a woman that smoked banner or ganja or whatever, but sometimes when you talk like your head is like lifted up. He will say, Ne, sit down. Sometimes I will sob, I will cry. He will say, you know what? After crying, sit down here, we have to talk. So if you have issues and you don't resolve issues in your marriage and don't figure out that you're wrong when you're wrong, and do not apologize when you need to apologize to your spouse, it is not going to work. You must first of all admit when you are wrong so you can apologize. Guys, are you sharing this video? Please share this video because there are some vital information in this video. Forget about the new word everybody's using these days, narcissist, narcissism, narcissistic, this. It's new word. Everybody is using it. Narcissist, this. Before narcissist, before the word of narcissist, marriage has been out there. Our parents has married. And then all of a sudden, everybody, he's a narcissist, he's this, he's controlling, he's whatever. If you have a partner that is controlling, figure out a way. I am an Igbo girl. Engine. You don't have to go to school to figure out how to negotiate with a narcissist. You don't have to have a degree to know how to negotiate with a narcissist. If he holds you this way because he thinks he's strong, hold him the other way. But most of the time, zip your lips. Whatever you have to do should be bottled under your fingers. But because people talk too much, you talk too much, and that's why you fail in your marriages. Don't talk too much. Sit down, observe, watch, learn. Like I started this video that marriage is school, it's education, it's endless degree. It's a degree you will keep reading and reading and reading until you become grandparents. That degree will never be accomplished. But you keep studying, you keep reading. Appreciation. People don't appreciate. That's why your marriages don't last. People don't appreciate one another. If you appreciate him, if you appreciate her, tell her why you appreciate her. Women, we're very, very easy to make happy. Make us happy by little things. Tell us that the food we made today is awesome. Tell us, baby, you alone, you drove the kids to football, you drove them to swimming, you drove them to this. I married a tiger. Nne, my darling, you are one in a million. Praise your partner. Some marriages lack praise. Some marriages lack appreciation. Even when your husband go to have a haircut, he comes home. Tell him this haircut suits you. Some women will say, it's about time. Finally, you cut your hair. Please pack one side. Everybody is cutting. What is this new haircut that the basketball players what did they call it? Is it shedding? Or I remember what my kids call it. Tell him, hey, darling, you look so amazing. This is beautiful. Give him a little hug and kiss him. Appreciation. Women, it doesn't matter if we are 80s or whatever. We love to hear the word, I love you. We love to hear the word, you are beautiful. We love to hear the word, Nne, your curves is to die for. Praise your partners. If you don't praise them, somebody else outside will praise them for you. Little things, you guys might be thinking, all this little, hey, careful, which one is your hair is beautiful? Which one is you are to die for? These little things are the things that holds the marriage. If he gives you good sex at night, or she, tell him or her, last night the kwakwegu. Hi. All the kwegu. I know, me and my husband, we talk about that all the time. Why are you so tired during the act? You were hitting it so hard, I was so tired. Talk about it and laugh about it. Talk. Some people are so mute. They can't communicate the little things in the house. And then you're talking about sex. They can't communicate sex with their partner. If you are married and you cannot communicate sex with your partner, you are done. Die. Done. Finish. Done. Die. Finish. Did you guys hear me? If you cannot talk about sex, when I say sex, after acts, not even, for sure, when you guys are in it, you will talk. But after act is where the sweetness comes. Okay, tomorrow, okay, let's try that style tonight. You will see that I'm a champion. Try. Oh yeah, fire. If you have to jump up and down the stairs to get that energy, fire. Tell him. You know what? You see all these small girls in Niger? Let them come. Let me come. After I knock you tonight, all these small girls. You're not really saying that he's doing anything with small girls. But things hilarious. Make things happen. Make things happen. Spice things up. Especially for me that have been there since Okokomaiko. Okokomaiko. Since the beginning of the world. Since the beginning of the world, I say, now only this one style I dey knack you since thy kingdom come. Oh yeah, I learn new style. Make we try am. He said, this side or that side. I say, just relax. Let me be in charge. Let me take charge. Relax. You knock from this side, knock from that side, knock from. Maybe after that, at this age, after that, I will not get up from bed. But I will boast. I said, if I get it tonight, and tonight is going to talk, talk, share ideas. Most marriages, all they talk about is children's school fees, pay the bills. After that, the woman becomes the Mother Teresa. Again, talk, appreciate one another. Most importantly, always remember that marriage is a journey. I am here for a reason. Anything you are doing, your kids are watching. You break your own marriage with their father or their mother, and then tomorrow you tell them all the good benefits of marriage. And some of you guys will say, I am staying in this marriage because of my kids. That's not why you're staying in the marriage. Stay in the marriage because you are committed, and you are committed to fixing any broken bottles in the marriage. Two of you. Remember what I always say, two of you. Not the woman alone and not the guy alone, but the most important thing, marry your own. If you marry your own, it's gonna work. If you marry your own, make it work. If you double into the marriage because of pressure, your marriage is not gonna work. If you double into the marriage because you think you're doing your partner a favor, marriage is not gonna work. You are not there. You are not God. To say because of sympathy, because I built a house for their family, I will marry her. Because she was selling gala or granite in Nigeria or anywhere, or working in the grocery store, I married her so that I can help their family. The marriage is not gonna work. Because you're a guy and you think you are the alpha and the omega, and without you, your wife's mother and siblings will not eat, the marriage is not gonna work. And you're a woman and you are most educated and you come from a very buoyant family. Maybe you come from a lister family, and out of pity or one reason or the other, you married that guy and you keep shoving that down his throat. Your marriage is not going to work. Commit, love, share ideas, appreciate one another, say you're sorry when you're sorry. If you're hurting, tell why you are hurting. Share pleasurable moments. Share every ideas from the pleasurable moment. Your marriage is gonna work. Most importantly, if you were, I don't know who's watching this video, but if you are my friend and you were able to make it to our party 2 days ago, there's something somebody said about my husband. You can never pay him enough to get him to listen to any form of gossip. He will never listen to you. Any form, when I say form of gossip, gossiping, talking about somebody's husband or talking about somebody's wife, that alone, and then regardless of sharing information about me, me, Katia Valino, you call my husband to tell my husband about negative things about me, he's gonna block you. Consider him not in your life, because why are you inflicting pain on someone, something that you know that is going to damage that person or damage relationship forever? Why are you inflicting that pain? I have seen so many people, women, Somebody called my husband and said that uh, they saw me with so 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 and so person. If you are a man enough, you shouldn't listen to that. Or a woman, somebody calls you up and say, "Ha, I saw your husband. One babe like that was sitting in front of his car." Do you know who the babe is? Do you know who that babe is? Once you give listening ears, many stories will be thrown to you and you listen. Focus on things that bind you together rather than focusing on things that will divide you. If you are going to take something home today, this is my husband's favorite talk. Whenever I say, I remember in the beginning of our relationship, she said, he said, this. Yes, I was young. We were young and restless in your 20s. It's not what I know today in my 50s is not the same thing I knew when I was in my 20s. She said, this, that, you go, you snoop, you look at the phone. Some people will even hire private investigators to get the key, the password to look. What are you looking for on the things will give you heart attack? Why do you want to have heart attack? Why? And some people will say, if you're not looking, why? My husband's phone is my phone, and his phone is his phone. Yes, I'm not sitting here saying that your husband is cheating or your wife is cheating or my husband is cheating or I am cheating. But why do you want to inflict pain? Why do you want to inflict pain? My husband's favorite word, focus on the things that unite us instead of the things that will divide us. And do you guys know that there are people who pretend to be your friends, but really they're very envious about how your life is going with you and your significant other? They want to be in your shoes. So they formulate all kinds of gossip and they'll bring it to you and you listen to them. My dear darling, it is going to divide your marriage instead of building you a strong house. It is going to deplete, delete, and ruin your marriage. Don't listen to, she said, I say. If you think that your partner is cheating, the day you will see your partner on top of another woman or another man, that's the day you believe. Don't let anybody take you, deceive you, even your own mother tell you that your husband or your wife is cheating, is doing this. What was that person doing that she found them? What was that person doing when she caught them? Was she minding her business when she caught them? Focus on the things that bind you together instead of the things that will divide you. Learn, learn, learn how to be committed. Both two of you should be committed. Learn, forget the Western world. When they tell you, I hate that, especially the non-Africans, they always curse us. They always say, hey, that African men use African women, that we're fools, that we're this, that we're that. At the end of the day, let us do the equation. Let us do the equation. I'm not talking about the women who are battered and they are in marriages. I am talking about the equation of the happily married of African African couple and the people from this part of the world. Because you know what? Most of the time, I don't blame them because we have our culture, we have how we're raised, and for them, this is how they were raised. They were raised of equality of 50-50, and nothing is going to make them deviate from that. That is not 50-50. This is their culture. This is how they were raised. Where the way I was raised is that somebody rides the boat. Somebody has to be a passenger or a co-passenger or a co-driver or a co-pilot. And it does not mean that you have to maltreat your partner. It's when two of you have conversation and meet in the middle. There is still something very prevalent in the people in the African world. When I say African world, that masculinity, the men, most men take advantage of that, and they show up, they brag, they raise their shoulders. Once he says, as a man, his word is final. Final say. If you are in that relationship, he just didn't wake up and start doing that. You must live your life and open your eyes for the red flags. When you guys were dating, was he that authoritative? If he was authoritative from day one, nothing is going to make him change. It's going to be worse when he marries you. So pay attention to red flags as well. There are so many things. If I can sit here and tell you from point A to point B why marriages are not working. I posted a video, the video before this, and I titled that video, I Will Marry You Again After 33 Years. Somebody texted me and said that she will not marry her husband. And she asked me, am I really in love with my husband? I said, yes. Because you can't hide love. No matter how you want to pretend to the world, truth cannot be hidden. You can't hide truth. You must find something that will make you rekindle your relationship when that love is fading. Find something. Go away, go to girls' trip, travel for a week, for a month, or whatever. Do your own thing. And then when you guys finally come back together again, you rekindle that relationship. It must be rekindled. It must You must take your oath and your vows again. Even though when children come into relationship, they become the first priority. And this is why we say that our husband is our first baby, you our first child, you include them as your child as well. Nurture. Love should be nurtured, not just freestyle. Marriage is not freestyle. What works for me might not work for you. What works for you will not work for another person. But only one thing that works for everybody is commitment, love. Two of them works for everybody. And knowing who is the rider and who is the driver, it's gonna work. But when you say he say, when he say you say, your voice goes up. You tell him, "Hey, I'm a six-figure income. Hey, without you, this. Hey, look at you. Without me bringing you to this part of the world, you will be nobody." Hello, are you leaving any room for you guys to amend this relationship? When you quarrel with your significant other or with your friends of the same sex, you must leave a room for amendment. When you don't leave the room for amendment, it will never work. Some couple are roommates. You know how you have a house, you put a roommate in the room? That's what some couple are. Roommates. Today, me and my husband were talking about Yul Edochie and stuff like that. If you're Nigerian, you'll know Yul Edochie. He was just laughing. And he goes, Nne, in this world, he's calling me, asking me, Nne, if he's the one that did that, my husband said, he doesn't understand the kind of wives that some people marry. So he looked at me, my husband looked at me and said, Nne, can I imagine if me go out on social media and see from social media that he had married a second wife? He told me, my husband said that the entire house will be ablaze. Maybe not really physically being ablaze, but when you marry somebody, you already know the weakness and the strength of your spouse. And this is why it is very, very imperative that you don't hide who you are. in a relationship from day one. Take me or leave me. End of the conversation. Take me the way I am or leave me. Your partner, your spouse already know who you are. If you watch my videos, if you see me, if you follow me on Instagram, people say, Katia, you bear everything out. What did I bear out? I was wearing my swimming suit. Why? What is the big deal? This is who I am from day one. I never pretended and told the world or told my partner that I am a saint. I was never a saint. This is who I am. Show who you are from day one. Your marriage is gonna last. Don't be a virgin today. You wear what do they call the thing? Hijab. Cover your face, pretend to be Mother Teresa. 5 years after into the marriage, you become somebody else. That marriage is not gonna work. I will take you guys' questions and let's see. Yeah, ask your questions. If you have anything to ask me, ask me. If I know the answer, I will tell you. Okay. Yep. Okay. John Miner, I'm reading from Facebook. Uh, Jackson, Janet, Campbell, and for okay, sorry. Queen Blaze says, "Congratulations, thank you, my darling." And she said, "But I want to ask you, how do you manage that years together that last long?" I have said everything here. Everything. If you're just joining, rewind and watch the video from bottom till the end. Show who you are. Some people, the thing is that in this newer generation, most women are looking for men to fly them to Dubai, fly them to London, fly them to America. They want to wear the most expensive hair. I didn't have that because some people are asking, how did you manage? When we were dating and started marrying, I had one pair of jeans, one running shoes. I could share pictures from here to heaven. One running shoes, pair of jeans. I even wear my husband's boxers. We share boxers. I didn't go there because of what materialistic things has to offer me. No, we were nobody. We were in school. I didn't know that there is shoes and bags that you can buy for thousands and thousands of dollars. No, my we worked hard from washing plates, being waitress to where we are today. I wasn't anticipating that. Whatever I have, I'm okay with that. I wasn't looking for already made man. We were not made. He doesn't have anything. We were bought in school. But most women, I have seen women my age in their 50s. They are not married. Oh, I want to marry a rich man. I say, really? A rich man is not looking to marry you in your 50s if you don't have quantum. When I say quantum of things to offer to the table, rich man is looking for girls in their 20s because they will use those girls in their 20s and dump them. They are called use and dump. You're in your 50s and you're already looking for rich men. I want to marry a rich man because they don't know me. I never married rich. I did not marry rich. I married potential. Open your eyes and see people who have potential. Instead of marrying rich, marry potential. Okay, somebody saying, if you're not educated, you can't pilot. So, also in marriage, the control master should be financially buoyant and responsible. Do not take a control master. It doesn't matter if this control master is buoyant, because how long can you take a control master? You will say, okay, because he has money, he can control me. This is called lack of self confidence in you, lack of self esteem. So you want him to marry him because he's buoyant, and you will become his dog. You become his goat. Once he push remote control like that, you're seated. Because he has money, he will tell you when your own mother, your own family will come and visit you. Learn from Katia Valino. Learn this word today. Do not marry a control freak because he's financially buoyant. You are going to be bored out of your mind one day when he tells you, don't leave this house. Do not get out of the gate. How long can you take that? A control freak, like this person said, if he's financially buoyant, he will bring women into the house. Have you seen guys that bring women back home in Nigeria? I don't see them here. Bring girlfriends into the house and the wife is in that house and you can't say anything because he had bought your mind and your soul with money. You can't contribute to anything. You cannot even ask him questions. My dear darling, what is your name? Fazola Itones. Don't cry too early. Don't marry a control freak because of money. That's a very big no. Don't go there. I disapprove that. Christian actor. Katia, I'm also with my husband for 35 years, coming up this year. And it's all about respecting each other. Yes, understanding the reality in life, and there is no escape. Marriage. My husband will always say, "Ne." That is another, my husband's favorite language. He will say, "We are in this act together. Ne, you're not going anywhere. Me, that quote him, me and you will die here, die in this marriage. Oh yeah, carry chair, come sit here. Let we talk. Wipe your tears. We must talk. We must talk. We are in this together. We are not going anywhere. We're dying here together. So marry somebody that you guys have communication, humor, sense of humor is very important. Very, very important. I want to take some few questions from YouTube. Okay, my YouTube people, how are we doing? Okay. I'm gonna turn down the volume. Okay. I can look at the screen, but I think it's better for me to look through my phone. Hi. Oh, editorial. Nice to see you, my darling. Thank you. Moses Olaniran. Hi, baby. Very long time that I've watched your program last. Very good of my, very good, my Canadian babe. Yes, thank you for watching. And then Moses also say, why Katia Velino are you Oyimbo and not Kedu Igbo woman? You see, you have a Yoruba name and you're speaking Igbo as well. Thank you for joining. Editorial, thank you, darling. You make out time today to be on my life. God bless you. Hope your family is doing well. Yeah. Moses, you're telling the truth, baby. You will marry forever. I pray for you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Ndiama. Thank you. Amoma, love you, sis. Oh gosh, let me tell you guys, I don't know if you're stopping here for the first time or you've been following me from before. Please, if you stumble into this channel, please subscribe. Click that red button, subscribe to be part of this family. Okay, Katia loves you. Yeah. Flo Peter. Yeah, thank you so much, Flo Peter, for watching, for joining. And I will tell you guys, if you're joining now and you don't take anything from this video, just take two words from me today. Take the word commitment. Commit to your spouse. Respect one another. Respect is very important. Respect and love. Okay, Daddy, I'm coming. Yeah. Respect and love goes together. If you don't love your partner, you cannot respect him or her. And if you respect your partner, you're gonna love him or her. So they all intertwine. respect, love, and commitment. May God bless you guys' marriage, family, and continue to strive for the best. I love you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.